welcome to the Age of Listening channel. Today we're looking at 5 in numerology in tarot, and it's not too dissimilar in the newer Rider-Waite-Smith decks, which were created by the secret societies, apart from one little bit really, compared to the Tarot de Marseille, which was the far older version. So in the 5s of Rider-Waite-Smith, we have the Hierophant, and he is all about, well, he is all about the Pope, or a mediator to bridge the gap between maker and beings. But this isn't so. It's not true, guys. You don't need a mediator. The power is within you. Heaven is within you. And 4s, so we're going to put that aside for a second, because 5s mean conflict, change is coming, change is the word, you are being change, instability, chaos, adaptability skills need to be learnt. And these are, all this situation is occurring because you left the Garden of Eden. You've got the aces of the elements, which are represented in the 4s, or should be represented in the 4s, and we are resting in the planet of Mercury. So what is this talking about? Well, the Bible talks of youth being the time to make all your mistakes, and here they're doing it. And what I'm finding is, especially in our narcissistic society, which is being fueled by the ability to have our own media, you know, I'm not going to say too much on that, we're seeing a suspended immaturity. And this really is how to deal with the elements wrong. It's what it is. It's completely what it is. Couldn't say it better than that. So this is where the young, immature person, human being, has left the Garden of Eden, been given the elements, and this is that, sorry to be so rude to teenagers, but this is the teenage stage. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're getting into easy conflicts. They're thinking about themselves more. They're navel gazing. They're getting into conflicts, competitions. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They are encapsulated in the here and now. They're being very present, but not realizing that there are good things to come and better ways, in the 6s, better ways to deal with their elements. So out of conflict and competition, there's victory, and also strategic ways to do it as well. You go from sort of self-pity and misery to actually bringing yourself out of it, crossing that little bridge, and actually going, you know, finding peace and joy. And over here, you go from being quite selfish and quite combative to leaving those ways behind and going on to safer and generally having more equilibrium. So in life, you have to understand, and in my practice I see this a lot. I've seen this a lot in my hypnotherapy business, as well as my tarot business, in that people don't really want to get better most of the time. They want an easy fix. They want somebody else to do it for them. They don't really want the hard work. And that's not me saying negative things. That's me understanding that when you have suspended immaturity or suspended childhood sort of ways of dealing with life, you're kind of always going to be stuck in the 5s. And that's why for me the 5s are so interesting, because the whole point of 5s is to go through it and out at the other end. not to stay in it. And here we see that he is stuck. They are stuck in this, well, sort of stuck, but they're in that combative situation, war's going on, you know, even if it's a pleasant competition, you know, but there is something going on, they're in the game. Here we have feeling isolated, left out, feeling sorry for ourselves. And here we're not really, well, we are thinking, but we're thinking of ourselves. There's an awful lot of ourselves. And I always explain it as in rooms where clients will come in and I'll be able to ascertain what sort of room they're in. Sometimes it is a room where it is made of glass and all they can see is everybody else, and they're not there's no mirrors in there, they can't see themselves, they're just looking at what everyone else has, or just they're not focusing enough on them, basically. Then you've got the room where you have it's just made of plasterboard. There's no mirror and there's no glass, and they are encapsulated here in the cups of a 5 of cups. And then you've got the people that are purely in a mirror. It's mirrored floor ceilings and everything is about them, and that can be a little bit of all of them actually. And so here, when you get a 5, you realise it's a bridge in which you must move forward, and then better things in the 6s are ahead. I hope I've made that clear, and for now that's all I've got to say on that. Bye. I completely forgot. I've just got one last bit to actually explain what the cards are. So with the this stage here that he's in, the question is his heart going to rule his head? And he's stuck in his head right at this minute, or you could say he's stuck in his heart because it's the cups, and actually he's got to have a new way of thinking, a better, more positive way of thinking. Over here with the swords, you've got competition and friction, but are you going to find a way to make it work for you? Over here with the swords, you've got, will you stick up for yourself? Will you fight for your own ideas? Will you find your confidence in conflict? And here they're using what they've learnt to propel them forward into a safer environment. And then, well, I mean, you could go talk about that forever, but can you see how they're going on to better things? And here, most importantly, we've got home and health, values and financial things. Who rules your life? You or somebody else? You know, 5s are learning in this about who's wagging the dog. Are you the dog wagging your tail, or is your tail wagging you? You need to be the master of your own future. And this card is represented here with the 6 of Pentacles, because you receive, if you see here, he gives to the person that is not ruled by their emotions. The person who is stable, he is giving money to, but the person who is ruled by their emotions are left wanting. It is the card of manifestation and karma. Okay, I love doing 5s. I'm also doing, next I'm going to start to do the countries, so stay with me because I'm going to do spreads for what my guide has to say about, I think I'm doing UK, America, but I'm also doing India and the Taiwan and another country. I can't remember, but I've got subscribers from different countries now, so I thought I would do spreads on what my guide actually has to say about that. Okay, thank you guys, bye.